In this video, we'll be looking at invoicing sales. Invoicing does several things. Firstly, it locks the sale so we can't make any further changes to items, prices, quantities, etc. It creates an invoice document and it creates an accounting journal. Invoicing will not ship your inventory, change inventory levels, or post accounting for inventory or cost of sales. These things are all done by fulfilling and shipping the order, covered in another video. Invoicing can be done at any point through the sales process, so whether payment has been taken or items have been shipped. It's up to you when you want to invoice, as long as you invoice all your sales. So invoicing can be done on an order-by-order basis, or might be something you do in batches. We'll be looking at both methods. So first of all, an individual order. So here's a sale I've taken over the phone for one of my regular customers who purchases on credit. So they haven't paid anything, but they have received the items, as we can see by the shipping status. So I need to send them an invoice to make sure that they pay. So click on the order number to open the sale, and then click Invoice. Click OK to acknowledge that the order will be locked. That automatically invoices the sale. We can see the invoice reference in the top left, and that the status has been updated to invoiced as defined in my sales settings. I also want to email this invoice to my customer. I'm going to go to Email Print. This is the invoice using my default invoice template. I've included my company logo, and we can see that it's pulled through the details of the sale. We could also choose to include on there details of any payments that may have been made already against the order. You can edit your templates and have multiple templates saved and change that at this point if you want. I'm going to go ahead and email this to my customer, selecting the customer email address. I can add a message into the email body if I like, but I'm going to attach this as a PDF file and send. If you prefer, you can switch on automatic emailing of your invoices in the sales settings. Okay, so this order has been invoiced. We can see in the notes and payment history that it's been invoiced and emailed to the customer, and we can open the original document from here. In my general ledger, I can see the journal entry made by invoicing the sale. All I need to do now is wait for the payment from my customer. The next method of invoicing is taking a batch of sales and invoicing them all in one go. Here I have a number of sales that I've taken over the phone, where the customer has already paid. So I don't actually need to send the invoice, but I do still need to invoice the sale in Brightpearl. Remember, invoicing creates accounting entries for sales revenue, tax, and accounts receivable or debtors. So without invoicing my sale, it won't be accounted for. To invoice all three of these sales then, tick the checkbox next to each and use the batch processing button to invoice. Acknowledge that the orders will be locked, and a green message box confirms that the three sales have been invoiced. We now have the invoice numbers displayed next to each sale. If automatic emailing was switched on, they would also have been sent directly to the customer. Otherwise, I can select to print or email them now. And in the general ledger, we can see the journals have been created for all three. Remember, an invoice is a legal document that can't simply be deleted or amended. For these reasons, you'll find you won't be able to do so in Brightpearl. You can still amend some fields, such as the payment due date and custom fields, and you can still enter notes. But if your invoice is wrong, or the sale doesn't go ahead, but you've already invoiced, you'll have to create a sales credit.